10 best places to visit in Mozambique. Welcome to Displore and thanks for watching. In this video, we shall be taking you on a tour across the beautiful country of Mozambique, presenting to you the top 10 best places to visit in Mozambique. Officially referred to as the Republic of Mozambique, it is a country located in Southeast Africa, bordered by the Indian Ocean to the east, Tanzania to the north, Malawi and Zambia to the northwest, Zimbabwe to the west, and Eswatini and South Africa to the southwest. The sovereign state is separated from the Comoros, Mayotte and Madagascar by the Mozambique Channel to the east. The capital and largest city of Mozambique is Maputo. With surface area of 801,590 square kilometers, the population of Mozambique is estimated at 29.6 million people. The only official language of Mozambique is Portuguese, which is spoken mostly as a second language by about half of the population. The largest religion in Mozambique is Christianity, with significant minorities following Islam and African traditional religions. If you are new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. Mozambique is such a beautiful country with many natural and man-made wonders, which brings in about 1.5 billion tourists on average every year, which is a major contributor to the country's GDP. Mozambique holds some of Africa's most visited destinations, so in no particular order, these are the top 10 best places to visit in Mozambique. Number 10. Bazaruto Archipelago. Starting off on our list is Bazaruto Archipelago, located near the city of Vilanculo. Made up of 6 islands, which are the islands of Bazaruto, Benguela, Magaroque, Banca, Santa Carolina and Shell, there's nothing quite like Bazaruto Archipelago. A speckling of elongated isles in the Indian Ocean, there are a patchwork of shimmering aquamarine seas and coral gardens, wind-blowing sand dunes and ochre-hued coastal hills that come prepared with shrub and swaying coconut palm groves. The largest island of the area, Bazaruto, is a place of open sandy bays patrolled by galumphing dugong, while the inland is carved through the cut hills and boulder stones. A little to the south and you find the paradisiacal reaches of the Ilha de Benguela, where luxurious honeymoon hotels spoke above the white sands in a medley of swinging hammocks and sunning decks. Number 9. Maputo. Mozambique's beautiful capital is a lesson in all things colonial. It was raised as the place of the first city after the Portuguese drained the surrounding swampland. Then it was just a case of building the grand imperial light railway station, the pretty Casa do Ferro, courtesy of Juan Gustave Eiffel, and rings of white boulevards peppered with palm trees a la the Algarve. Many turn-of-the-century buildings can be found in the downtown Jacaranda-lined Bahia neighborhood. The bronze-domed CFM railway station, for example, was completed in 1916. The Bassa also has an expansive municipal market. It is near the Parque de Independence Plaza, site of the neoclassical city hall. Once you find yourself in Maputo, you've got yourself a small enclave of Europe in Africa. However, Maputo has long been reclaimed by the locals here, and today the town is known for its enthralling bazaars and pulse with chatter and burst with East African Baltic, its raucous hip-hop bars, and that mouth-watering fusion of Keralan and Arabic foods in the eateries. Number 8. Pemba. Pemba crowns the tip of its own peninsula on the coastal reaches of Capo Delgado, known for its gorgeous colonial architecture and pretty Portuguese-style frontispieces. It does well to conceal the more industrial areas that have popped up in recent times. However, the city has never been the pool, as that honor goes to the strings of pearly white African beaches that run along the shoreline nearby. These magnetize huge crowds with their tropical sun and swaying palms, while the shimmering and natural deep waters of Pemba Bay have become a mecca for scuba divers. Number 7. Gorongosa National Park. Marking the deep southern reaches of the Eastern African Rift Valley, the dry and dusty landscapes of the Gorongosa National Park occupy the very heart of Mozambique. In fact, the rolling savanna and grassy hills here have been a designated reserve since the days of Portuguese rule, when they were a private game reserve for the colonial luminaries of the day. In the 60s, the spot was converted into a fully fledged national park, and now it is hailed as perhaps the finest safari destination in the country. Head here to seek out bouncing bushbuck, elephant herds, waterbucks, crowned cranes, wild warthogs, and much more fascinating sceneries. Number 6. Tofo. A wide and sunny arc of powdery beige sand carves its way along the shoreline to the north and south of tropical Tofo. Meanwhile, the turquoise blue rollers of the Indian Ocean buffet the bays. Snorkelers and swimmers whiz through the shallows, and bobbing fishing skiffs house smiling locals. Laid-back life mixed with the heady after-dark atmosphere of the rough Rasta beach bars to Tofo town makes this all nearly irresistible for travelers in search of sun, sand, sea and relaxation. It's no wonder the popular town on the coastal bends of Jagamo district is being touted by some as the next big thing on their list. Number 5. Quirimbas National Park. The Quirimbas National Park is the great natural jewel of Cabo Delgado province. It spills down from Mozambique's northern mountain plateau and into the waters of the Indian Ocean. Along the way there are great swaths of montane forest, savanna plains and endless mangroves, not to mention some sparkling coral reefs ringing the shoreline when the reserve extends into the sea. The unique duo of inland and coastal habitats makes the Quirimbas a great place to come and spot the likes of African leopards, elephant heads and crocs, all in the same day as seeing the large dugong and schools of multicolored fish from the tropics. Number 4. Island of Mozambique. The island of Mozambique is one of the most famous tourist destinations. It lies off northern Mozambique between the Mozambique Channel and Mozoro Bay, and it is part of Nampa province. Prior to 1898, it was the capital of colonial Portuguese East Africa. Believe it or not, this tiny speck of land that languishes out in the shimmering waters of the Indian Ocean was once the very epicenter of Portuguese East Africa. Raised to greatness by the European traders and merchants that came its way around the Cape, it became an important hub for commerce and admin during the 16th century. Consequently, there's now a lot of interesting colonial builds like the Old Town fortifications, a charming whitewashed hospital and the Church of Santo Antonio. Mozambique's own character pops up too, with the thatched town of Maputo and the gorgeous tropical beaches. The whole place is now also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Number 3. Inhaca Island. Facing the capital of Maputo across the waters of Maputo Bay, the small fragment of land that is Inhaca Island is a curious little treat and a perfect choice for day trips to escape the heat of the city. Not too long ago, it was actually a part of the East African mainland, while today it flounders out between its blooming gardens of corals. There are sloping tranquil beaches of yellow sand too, along with windy clusters of palm trees to wander. Remember though, Inhaca Island is truly undeveloped thanks largely to its place as a marine research center, so it is not the easiest of places to get to and explore. People can reach there by ferry while enjoying the view. There are also restaurants on the island where you can indulge and have delicious food. Seafood here is a must try. It is one of the best places to visit in Mozambique, Maputo. Number 2. National Money Reserve. This museum is one of the main attractions of Maputo and touted to be one of the top places to visit in Mozambique. It houses an authentic collection of money, including historic and modern ones. Even though the building is small, the collection is huge. It has various types of coins and currency of Mozambique from the early ages. It is considered as the best place to visit in Mozambique. For history buffs and finance aficionados, make sure to stop here to learn about how money has evolved over the years. Number 1. Niassa Reserve. Thanks to a series of interconnected reserves that run from the meanders of the Rumvua River in northern Mozambique all the way to the famous Selous Game Reserve of Tanzania, the Niassa Reserve now plays a part in one of the largest international conservation areas of the planet, and it is the largest reserve in Mozambique. That also means that the vast area of Miombo woods and rock bluffs is home to some serious biodiversity, with the likes of the African lion, the African elephant and packs of wild dogs all roaming the breathtaking landscapes. A clutch of ecologists and ethical tourism camps are now popping up here, attracting safari goers eager to see the front line of African preservation. Safaris are conducted so that visitors can witness the enriching wilderness of the place. There are various animals including lions, leopards and hyenas that are found here. Camping expeditions are also held here regularly, as well as boat safaris and canoeing. Dear explorers, for watching this video up to this point, here is an extra bonus place. Lake Cahora, Bassa. The vast lake waters of Cahora, Bassa extend all the way from Zambia border to the very heart of the Tete province in western Mozambique. Covering a whopping 2,700 square kilometers in total, they represent one of the largest freshwater lake systems in all of Africa. At one end stands the colossal Cahora Bassa Dam, a massive wall of concrete and steel that clocks up 171 meters in height and 303 meters in width. Definitely worth the journey if you like your breathtaking engineering projects. And all around the banks of the reservoir, there are now interesting fishing lodges and a smattering of houseboats, not to mention the occasional Baroque church in testimony to the former Portuguese presence. There you have it, explorers. Those were the top 10 best places to visit in Mozambique. Thanks for watching this video. If you want us to cover any of your top 10 topics, leave us suggestions in the comments and we will do well to grant your request. Also, if you did enjoy this video, do well to give it a thumbs up and do not forget to subscribe and share with your friends.